No, you guys stay in here. Striker, go lay down. No peeking. Go on, night-night. Go lay down. No peeking. I'm wrapping your Christmas presents. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Most of you know me by now, but for those of you that don't, my name is Tina and I'm the creator of this YouTube channel, Blessed and Beautiful Homestead. So today I have actually tried filming this video several times and I kept getting interrupted with like just random things. So I am determined that I'm gonna sit down and chat with you guys today if it kills me. So I just lit a fire in our wood burning stove. It's super chilly today and gloomy and raining outside, kind of drizzly. So I thought it was a perfect day to sit down and just chat with you guys. I also have some Christmas presents for the puppies that I'm gonna be wrapping up, and I figured I would chat with you guys about our dogs. I've had some questions about our dogs. We've got a Dalmatian and we have a Boxer Pit mix. That we rescued him from the shelter. So I figured I would answer a few of those questions about our dogs and the story behind them, and also give you guys an update on our current life situation. So as most of you guys know, we just bought a cabin on 15 acres in Alaska, and my husband, Joe, is getting ready to retire from the military very soon, and we are getting ready to retire in Alaska. We're gonna have our forever homestead up there. We've lived there twice. We absolutely love it. So we've kind of been in the throes of like transitioning, selling our house here in Virginia, kind of getting ready to embark on this big journey going to Alaska. So I was trying to hide the presents from the dogs and it wasn't working out. So what I ended up doing was locking them in the bedroom. I think Ollie smelt his, what are these called? I don't know. It's a really heavy chew toy. Ollie is a chewer. So he is our dog that we rescued from the animal shelter here in Virginia. We got him back in 2016. He's about 6 years old. So, so with Ollie, he was 9 months old, I think, when we got him from the animal shelter. And we actually went to the shelter to get a totally different dog that I had seen online. And when we got there, she was just a relentless barker and she had part hound in her. So it was so loud. I told Joe, I was like, maybe that's not the dog for us. And we were actually kind of disappointed. We looked through all the dogs and we were getting ready to leave the shelter. And as we walked out, the very last pen was the pen that had Ollie in it. And he was just sitting there looking at us, you guys. And he was so cute. And I was like, oh, that's the dog. Like, let's take him in the little visitor room. Let's check him out. We took him in there and he just like rolled over and collapsed in my lap on the floor. He's such a lover. So long story short, we adopted Ollie. He was the one and I knew it. So we got him home and we learned very quickly that Ollie has major separation anxiety. And we left to go somewhere one day. We came home and when we opened the front door, all I saw was fuzz everywhere. Like fuzz from the inside of my couch. I took a deep breath and I walked in and there was fuzz from the living room through the foyer, through the kitchen. He ate all of my throw pillows that had feathers. So there was feathers everywhere. Basically, he ate the section of the sectional, like down to the wood. He gnawed on the couch that long that the wood itself was soaking wet. So I was like, oh, wow, this is a problem. So we're like, well, maybe he was just nervous and we gave him another chance. Well, that time he ate the stairs in our old house. We had carpeted stairs and he ate I don't know, 3 or 4 steps up. Joe had to replace the carpet. Then he ate the corner of Lexi's mattress. When we were building the farmhouse at the other property, you guys might remember we lived in an RV for 5 months while that was being built. He ate the dinette furniture and the matching couch in the RV, which is a little bit harder to replace because you've got to get the fabric that matches. It was just a nightmare. So Ollie does not get to stay out when we leave the house. We have learned our lesson time and time again. And so he has to be kenneled when we leave the house. But in this house, I was quite excited because just behind the stairs here, we have a coat closet, and it was like just wasted space. You've got the coat closet, but beyond the coat closet was this space under the stairs that was totally just shut off by the builder with a wall. It wasn't even being utilized. So what we did is Joe put in paneling on the inside of that space. He welded a door, cut a hole in the wall. And so now we have a kennel underneath the stairs, and it's pretty awesome. So no more big fat kennels taking up space in the living room. He gets to go under the stairs when we leave. He's actually grown accustomed to it and is not afraid of going in the kennel. He just goes right in for us, and he kind of knows that's night-night time. That's what we tell him, go night-night, and he goes in the kennel. So it works out great. Okay, so we've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3. We've got 4 toys. So we got each of the dogs 2 toys each. Ollie obviously is getting this chew toy. He has a black one like this that he carries around like it's his baby. It's so cute. But we found that he actually can't really tear these apart. So they're like perfect for dogs that have like chewing problems. And then of course we get him the water bottle ducky because they totally think that the duck is talking back, and it gets them so excited when they bite and hear that crunching noise. And then what did we get here? Invincible squeaker, squeaking if punctured. Oh, so when they bite on it, obviously it squeaks. They like things that make noise, but this material is like super tough, so this is going to be really good too. And just a ball rope. Okay, so let's see. Gonna try to wrap these presents while I talk to you guys. What is that? Oh, Parker's Pile of Dinosaurs. Okay, whatever. So I hope it's okay. I'm totally wearing sweatpants and just comfortable because it's just one of those days. And like I said, I've got the fire going and it just feels really good just to be comfy. So how do you guys do like wrapping paper? I am really big on color coordinating my wrapping paper. I told you guys I have issues. We've talked about this. So this year I have this really cute gold polka dot wrapping paper, and then I got a plaid to match it. Super cute, right? And then I also got this adorable Christmas tree, and they all shimmer, and there's gold in the Christmas tree, so they all match. I just like all my wrapping paper under the tree to match, so I'm kind of crazy like that. But so with the dogs' gifts, obviously I am not like too particular about wrapping these perfectly. And to be quite honest, I hate wrapping presents. I hate it. Like if I could just have like a little elf come to my house and wrap all my presents for me, that would be perfect. It just takes too long. You know, when I was a kid, I was in quite a few foster homes growing up. We had a dysfunctional family, so. And I guess I should take the tags off of these. But one of my foster moms, I will never forget her. She's just stuck out in my brain my whole life, and I've never forgotten her. Her name was Carol. And she was really awesome. And one thing that she loved was Christmas, you guys. She had probably like 6 or 7 of us kids at one time, and we were all teenagers. So she had a house full of teenagers. She had a big van that she would tote us all around in. And so for Christmas, she would go all out. She would save for Christmas all year long. And it was funny, like she would save all the toilet paper holder rolls and she would use those and stuff like hair ties and things like that inside those rolls, wrap them up, and she would use those as stocking stuffers, like, you know, just little things for stocking stuffers. But she would actually get so many gifts for all of us kids that we had like a tunnel of Christmas presents in her living room on Christmas Day. It was like, it was super cool. I mean, obviously, like now as a grown-up, I'm like, okay, that's not the true meaning of Christmas, is seeing how many gifts you can get. But as a kid, I was like, okay, Mom Carol, I'm not gonna tell you no. But it's just like time consuming. So I really don't like wrapping Christmas presents. Let's see if I can do these halfway decent though. And then it's like the challenge of keeping the dogs from trying to open them until Christmas. They're usually pretty good about it, but the problem is we don't have a lot of presents under the tree right now. We only have a few because Joe and I haven't done our Christmas shopping. We're actually scheduled to go Christmas shopping tomorrow. We got a babysitter for Parker because now that Lexi's not here, I don't have a live-in babysitter anymore. So we got a babysitter. We are gonna go on a date tomorrow. We're gonna go Christmas shopping. We're gonna go to lunch, and I'm really excited. So once we have more presents under the tree, I think that the dogs won't be as likely to sniff out and steal what's theirs. Okay, so we talked about Ollie. So Ollie is a very easy dog. He doesn't bark a lot. He walks really well on a leash. He's very calm, eats his food calmly, just a lover. He's like a big teddy bear. Like the only issue with Ollie is the separation anxiety and the chewing problem. When Joe and I were in high school and we first got married, our very first dog that we ever had was a Dalmatian. And it was actually a girl that I worked with at a restaurant. We were both working at this restaurant and her Dalmatian had puppies. And I was like, oh, they're so cute. I want one. So I think she gave us our Dalmatian that we had. I think his name was Soldier. I think she gave him to us for free. So we named him Soldier because, as you guys know, we went into the Army right out of high school. And it's so funny because we were like, oh yeah, we're going in the Army. Let's name him Soldier. And then we got stationed at Fort Wainwright in Washington. And we used to take him to the parade fields to go running and play with him and throw the ball and stuff. And it was so funny because here we are on an Army base and we're like, Soldier, like yelling for him to come back. And it was like, why did we name this dog Soldier? Like that was, we thought it was cool, but it wasn't cool. So we had Soldier for 12 years and he was like our baby. We had him before we had kids. You know, we actually have photo albums of this dog. And when I was pregnant with Parker, we were in the Coast Guard and he got a nasal tumor. And he ended up dying from that tumor. So he was already 12 years old and the vet was like, you know, we could do surgery, but it's really no point. We might give him another 6 months of life. So long story short, we ended up putting him down. And it was a very, you guys know, any of you that have had a dog for a long time, it's like losing a family member. And what was really hard was that it was, just a few months after Joe's mom passed away. She passed away in 2011. And, you know, so it's just like a rough few months for us. And then Soldier passed away right after that. So, and I was pregnant. So my emotions were like already all over the place. But when Soldier died, I was like, we need another dog because we were just used to always having a dog. And like you guys, literally, like he was my potty buddy. Every time I would go to the bathroom, he would come lay on the floor. He would just sit next to me. Or if I was in there doing my makeup in the morning, he was in there laying next to me. So it was like something was missing because he wasn't there. So one day when Joe was underway with the Coast Guard, I decided to surprise him. And I bought a new Dalmatian puppy from Texas and had the puppy shipped up to Alaska where we were stationed. And Lexi and I went and picked him up from the airport. And we decided to name him Striker. I think that was like the name of one of the tanks or something in the Army. So again, we stayed in line with Army names. I don't know why we did that. We weren't even in the Army. We were in the Coast Guard now. But anyway, we named him Striker. And let me tell you guys, Striker is high maintenance. He is a handful. Not because he's hyper. A lot of people are like, oh, Dalmatians are terrible. They're so hyper. He's actually not hyper like that. I've seen Dalmatians that are like that. He is not like that. His issue is he's afraid of everything. He's afraid of thunderstorms. He's afraid of guns going off. He's afraid of anything. He barks at everything, even something that's not there. So it's just constant. And he's getting old too. He is 10. And so we don't know how much longer we're going to have with him because he's already got some issues. He's developing all kinds of fatty cysts all over his body. He's very skinny. He kind of throws up more than he probably should. He's just kind of acting like Soldier did when he got up there in the older years and started having some issues. He's always hungry. He goes absolutely bananas when it's time to eat. Like, you cannot contain him. He acts like you've been starving him for a week. So he's barking. There's definitely some issues there. I honestly, you guys, don't know if he's going to be around when we go to Alaska because he's just getting up there and he's already got some issues. So, but other than that, he's a good dog. He's just a little bit of a handful because he's spazzy about everything. So. All right, so that's done. Don't be judging me. I seen you guys looking at the way I'm wrapping those presents. Don't be judging me. What? This isn't cute? You guys, they're dogs, okay? They don't care. Give me grace. Hey, I think I did a pretty good job though. Oh crap, okay, maybe not. They're coming undone. More tape is needed. Must have more tape. I buy the economy size packs of Scotch tape around Christmas time, as you can imagine. So switching gears just a little bit, if you guys have been following along on some of, our most recent videos, especially with Vlogmas, it's been a challenging season for our family for several different reasons. And I did share some of that with you guys, but we do have a change of plans that I wanted to share with you guys. The way that it was supposed to go down is in 3 months, Joe was supposed to take me and Parker up to Alaska. Parker and I were going to live in the cabin, for the sake of it not sitting there vacant for so long. We were going to go up first, and then Joe was going to join us after he retired. The other night, I was dead asleep in bed, and I woke up at 1 o'clock in the morning, just bing, wide awake out of nowhere. Couldn't sleep, staring at the wall, and I had this overwhelming feeling that I should not go to Alaska by myself without Joe. And there's a lot behind that, but I just don't think it's the best thing for our family right now to be separated. We've done a lot of separations in our marriage. I've shared that with you guys, where we've been a military family since we graduated high school. Joe's been to Iraq. We both went off to boot camp separately. So deployments with the Coast Guard underway. There's been a lot of separations in our marriage, and they were challenging. And I just remember that. And I don't think that it's the best thing for our family right now. And the bottom line is the cabin will be fine. The cabin in Alaska was not lived in full-time anyway, since it was built in 2007. The previous owner built it just for a summer vacation cabin, and him and his family were only out there 2 to 3 times a year. So it's it's pushed out there. You know, we've got a chain up, no trespassing sign. We've got some friends that are kind of keeping an eye on it for us. We have a guy that's plowing the driveway in our road for us. So we've got eyes on the property. The cabin's going to be fine. It's winterized. There's no reason that the cabin can't sit there by itself for another 6 or 7 months, right? So when we were going to go up before Joe, we were planning for that. So we have already sold this house, the Virginia house. We closed on that in November. So we're renting back from our buyers for a few months. And then come March 1st, we were supposed to hit the road to go to Alaska. And we have already signed a lease for Joe and my grandfather for an apartment here in Virginia so that he could stay at the apartment while he finishes out his tour in the military, and Parker and I were supposed to be in Alaska. So anyway, Joe comes home the other day and I'm like, we need to talk. I'm like, you guys, when I get like this overwhelming feeling, sometimes it's like, I truly believe that I need to listen to that because I feel like it's the Lord nudging me. And I just feel like he's nudging me and saying, no, like, stop, stay with your husband. Once he retires, you guys can go together. So anyway, I talked with Joe. He totally agreed with me. We canceled the ferry reservations, and thankfully they offer 95% of your money back, which was amazing. So we only lost a couple $100 there from canceling the ferry reservations. So we were able to get all that money back, which was great. And so I have added myself and Parker to the lease on the apartment with Joe. And we have secured an apartment for my grandfather, a 1-bedroom in the same apartment complex. So we are going to be living in an apartment. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm like, I have owned my home since 2009. We bought our first house in Alaska in 2009. And we have never rented since, and I never wanted to rent. I mean, there's just a difference between renting and owning your own home, especially with the lifestyle that we have, homesteading, raising chickens, having the big garden and all the things. So it's gonna be very interesting. The good thing is this is a really new complex. It's very nice. They've got a big pool. They have a gym. I mean, it's just really fancy, but it's in a good area, and Parker's excited because he'll get to enjoy his last summer in Virginia at the pool. So, you know, 9-year-olds and the way they think, he's really excited about it. So it'll be interesting, you guys. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I am not too thrilled about living in an apartment. I like my space. I like my freedom to do whatever I want on my property. And property, schmopperty, we're not even gonna have property, right? We're gonna have a balcony. So, but we have gotten through worse things in our lifetime, and the most important thing is that our family sticks together. And I am super happy that we went ahead and sold the house now, because the market here is thriving, as it is in a lot of areas in the country right now. And we were able to get top dollar for it, everything we wanted out of it, and secure that money for our family. So I don't regret selling the house early and having to live in an apartment for a few months until Joe retires. I don't regret that one bit, because you never know what's going to happen with the market, especially given the state of our culture and inflation and what's going on with you know who in the White House. So I'm happy that we took advantage of the market now, and we've got everything out of this property we felt we deserved. So it'll be a little mini vacation, maybe, living in an apartment, having a pool to take Parker to throughout the summer. It'll be interesting. And I've already kind of been thinking like, okay, I'm still gonna come down to the farm down the street, get my fresh eggs from them. I can have a little balcony garden with some tomatoes. I'm like already thinking about how can I still provide for my family in a wholesome way, even though we're going to be living in an apartment. If that means going to the farmer's market, and you know, some of the local farms here that we already purchase from, we get beef from a local farmer, we get cabbage once a year, our corn once a year from a local farmer, and just really connecting with local businesses in the community to ensure that we can still give our family a wholesome diet. So it's gonna be interesting for sure, and I'm gonna be taking you guys alongside me. So as soon as we get the keys to the apartment, I'll take you guys over and let you guys see what it looks like, because they're actually really cute. But it's just gonna be temporary, just a transition apartment for us until Joe retires. And then we will all, including my grandfather, head across country together to go to the new Alaska property. And I feel so good about this decision. I just feel happy that we're not gonna be separated. I feel safe that we're gonna be together. And even Parker is really happy that we're not leaving Dad for, you know, 6 or 7 months until he retires. So anyway, that's the update. The Watsons are moving to an apartment for a few months. So blessed and beautiful homestead, blessed and beautiful apartment. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting, but we're together, and that's all that matters. And just wanted to share that with you guys. I think, you know, with Christmas right around the corner, as soon as the holidays are done, we're gonna really start taking the decor down and packing, because we are moving. We have to be out of this house by March 1st. So we've got, you know, less than 3 months, like 2.5 months until we'll be moving into the apartment. We'll spend the summer in Virginia, and then Joe will retire early next fall, and we'll get to head off on our adventure to Alaska. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me today. Just kind of a low-key, comfy clothes, sitting by the fire, wrapping some presents, chat with me time. I just wanted to update you guys with where we're at, and I hope you guys are all ready for the holidays. They are approaching very quickly. I've been having a lot of fun doing the Vlogmas videos with you guys. I hope that you enjoy them. I hope you enjoy the content and just seeing a little bit more of like an inside look into our home and our family here on the homestead, soon to be the apartment. So stay tuned for that. All right, you guys, I've got to get dinner going and clean up my wrapping paper mess. So I will see you guys on the next video. Let them out and let's see if they notice there's something under the tree. What are you doing, Ollie? What are you doing? Huh? Yeah, I'm sneaky, huh? Oh, he smells it. He knows. Ollie, what are you doing? What are you doing? Couple more weeks, okay? Couple more weeks. Easy, easy. I knew it. Ollie, no. You stay out of there. You can't have those yet. See, this is what he did the day we got him from the pound, huh? Just a big baby. Huh, you too, Striker. I know, don't lick me. Nope, you eat chicken poop, don't lick me. I'll pet you, but no licky, okay? No licky, no. Good puppy, you're a good old man. Yes, you are, yes. No kisses though, okay? No kisses. No kisses, that's a good puppy though. Ollie keeps going over to the Christmas tree. Oh God. It'll be fun trying to keep him out of his presents until Christmas.